First day. Today's the first day. We're filming this on the first day of the World Cup.
Yes, June 11th.
June 11th.
Let it be known.
Let it be known. Nice.
So we're going to talk about how World Cup players actually train, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how it differs from, us regular folk.
It's funny because the topic that I was going to pitch to the table today was how people compare themselves, like the average gym goer, how they compare themselves to other like gym goers. And in reality, it's, not like that. Because if you're in the gym, that's already like you're in the top like 5% of people.
Of the world.
Of the world that goes to the gym. But now we're comparing the average person to, or like a regular person training to an athlete, a high-level athlete.
So like already a heightened person athletically that goes and trains and is active on a regular basis versus the elite of the elite.
3 billion people are expected to watch this World Cup. Isn't that crazy?
That's not even half the population, dog. You'd expect at least half to watch it.
3 billion is a lot, dude.
We're at 8, dog.
Yeah, I know, that's true. But the next biggest event that has viewership is the Super Bowl, and it's like 150 million.
Whoa, this
is literally
soccer unites all, bro.
300
Sorry,
times.
we're going to refer to it as its real name,
Football.
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 Play some football.
Hey, guys, I am from Brazil. I am Brazil DJ. I love a football.
Football. That's my Brazilians out there. Brazil's
Obrigado, good. I love a football. Go Brazil.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna
What an accent.
I'm gonna shoot through some of the topics. So first, we're gonna talk about what elite soccer or football fitness actually demands and like what these players go through. Obviously, right off the rip, they have insane cardio and conditioning, like. That's a huge thing. They cover, so here's some cool facts. A professional player on average covers 10 to 15 kilometers per match of like running. Which
that makes sense.
Pretty crazy.
Well, you're constantly running, right? There's no break, there's no time stoppage except for halftime, right? Or if there's like a really, really bad injury or if there's a free kick. And
even then, they add the time anyway. So it's not like you're really getting a break.
So you're like, oh shit, okay, I gotta run another 8 minutes.
And it's
time.
like they're not just running casually. It's like you were saying, they're sprinting, decelerating, changing directions, jumping, recovering hundreds of times.
Lateral movement,
yeah. And then it says here, it requires extremely high aerobic base, anaerobic capacity. So for in layman's terms, aerobic is with oxygen, anaerobic is without oxygen.
Whoa.
Sprint speed, agility, strength, and injury resilience simultaneously.
What about injury faking? They gotta be good at that too.
They do. There's no real other sport that kind of demands all those things. I mean, I guess all professional sports to some capacity, but specifically football demands all those things at once.
Rugby.
Holy crap, look at these benchmarks, dude. Yeah, rugby, I guess, would be like coming close. VO2 max. Elite players average 55 to 65 milliliters per kilogram per minute.
What are you sitting at right now?
Like 43.
I think I'm at 47, 48.
I think 40 and below is below average. 40 to 45 is average. 45 to 50 is like athletic. Okay, relax.
Wagwan, Jamaica.
And then if you go 50 plus, you're like high level athlete. And these guys are 55 to 65.
I honestly think that's my main goal now. I want to build my VO2 to over 50.
Yeah, dude, but the crazy thing about VO2, like, on the Whoop, it tracks it. To go from like 40 to 41, 42, it's like months of training.
It's huge.
It's like 1 point takes like weeks and weeks of cardiovascular training. So the fact that these guys have like 65, that's like Olympic athlete. Well, I mean, these are professional athletes, obviously.
Yeah. Well, their job is to run, right? Think about all the matches they're playing in their regular season, all the practices, all the practice matches, all of the training. The training you're doing, you're running even more on the treadmill. If you're off the pitch, you're in the gym. You're doing some weights, of course, you're doing strength training, but you're still challenging your aerobic capacity.
I think at the end of the day, that's like the main thing is the aerobic and anaerobic. Some more interesting facts. Their average sprint speed for top players, they hit 35 to 37 kilometers an hour at full sprint.
when they're going full tilt.
That's pretty crazy. That's like
Those are the top of the top.
yeah, I'm
though.
talking about elite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Body fat percentage typically between 6 and 10%. Lean, but not like stage lean. Obviously, well, they're doing yeah. Why would you be stage lean? But
6% is fucking shredded.
yeah, but they're like, bro, they're probably burning 8,000 calories a day, like training wise.
Yeah, I'd
And
say
then-
10% is like a really solid
Yeah.
number that they're at
And like
normally,
these-
regularly.
And like a lot of these athletes, I mean, a good chunk of them, obviously, like maybe the highest performers, like Ronaldo, for example, they have like a very strict, regimented meal plan. Like everything that he eats has a purpose. But I know like a lot of these soccer players as well, because they train so much and they're so active, they actually just eat like a normal person.
Yeah.
Like they'll go out and have beers.
Bro, they'll have
go out-
McDonald's.
They'll eat McDonald's. Yeah, like right now a big thing that's been trending is all the Europeans that are in America, and they're like, all the European players are like, wow, I've never been to Waffle House before.
They're like, give me some chicken and waffles.
I want the chicken and waffles. So it's like all these players on like Twitter and stuff are posting their first experiences in America, and they're like, everything's so big, like all the portion sizes.
And then they're just like sitting beside like some hood ass people
Yeah,
that like, go there
exactly.
regularly.
Yeah, or like the
Waffle
Walmart
House
people.
is like one of the most like
Have you
not
ever been?
hood but like gangsters.
Have you
like,
been?
I've driven by so
I've-
many
I
and
went
I
to-
wanted to.
I went to one when I was in, I want to say it was Arizona, maybe.
It's good. It's staple.
It is
it's
good,
exactly.
yeah.
It's like probably
It's like a Denny's.
yeah, IHOP, Denny's, that
Yeah.
type of shit.
Yeah.
Just you get some interesting characters in there,
Yes, you do.
especially if you go late night.
So here we have the next little segment I have here is like breaking down the position. So, yeah, you can read through that. Go ahead.
Matt's played football in his life, so
Yes,
have I.
I have played
And,
many years of
I think
football.
I know better position-specific tactics than he does.
Damn,
he
that's
just knew
crazy.
how to run and shoot the ball, shoot the football.
Well, I played keeper, so
No, you didn't.
I did, yeah.
You were a keeper?
Yeah, dude.
I thought you were a fucking striker.
No,
Or
no.
midfield.
When I play for fun, I play like midfield, but
Holy shit! We should go to the pitch and we should film a funny bonus video where I just blast
absolutely
balls at
destroy
you.
it.
and
I'll stop those balls. So my origin with football, because I played a lot growing up. I played in house league, and then I played like mid-level, but I also played on my high school team. But basically, it was one of those situations where no one wanted to play goalie. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just like
Classic
just,
Matt.
just for the sake of the people like getting the games going, and then I really enjoyed it
Yeah.
because I didn't have to move. So it was pretty sick.
Damn, dog.
And then I also really enjoyed the theatrics of it. Just like diving for the ball when you probably didn't need to, but
True.
it just looks so much cooler.
How far was your kick though? Did you go half field?
Yeah, like almost half field.
That's
yeah.
pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I would play when I play recreation, I would never play goalie. But when I played in a league, I kind of got into I started it, and then it was kind of like, well, you're the keeper now, which is hilarious because I'm really short for a goalkeeper. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say you need to be a lot taller,
Dude,
more
like-
lanky. Your arms need to reach the freaking corners,
oh
right?
yeah.
So yeah, position-specific training, it does vary. Obviously,
For sure.
goalkeepers have a lot. They're focused on a lot more explosive, quick power reactions. You need to have good reaction times, and area. You need to have like a good vertical. You need to have some aerial dominance. You know, in order to jump to those corners. So their training is a lot different than the rest of the people. You got center backs, full backs, or wing, midfield, and strikers. They all are running and stuff, but at the same time, their training would vary slightly because they have different kind of
Yeah,
jobs to do.
outputs, yeah.
So center backs would probably focus more on strength.
Yeah, center-
also aerial ability because you have to block the headers.
Headers,
or,
yeah.
the incoming header.
And usually left back, center back, and right back, they're all quite large.
yes,
Like they're all quite muscular.
you need
So
to be a big person.
They're more, they have of course, the high. You always have to have that high cardiovascular abilities, but they're like more keen on like lifting and just being really strong. And like goalkeepers, like you said, you still have to have cardio, probably not as much as the other players, but you have to work more on like explosiveness and a lot of like lateral movements, reflex training. They do a lot of reflex training.
like
obviously.
that stuff with the lights.
Yeah,
you know, at Dave and Buster's with
Yeah.
that light reaction stuff, they do that
Those
every
are so
single day.
fun.
Or tennis ball, catching tennis balls.
I feel like And then midfielders, I feel like they're the best all around. Like they got to be strong, but they also have to. They probably have to have the most endurance because they're constantly running.
They're spanning the entire field.
Their whole field, and then your forwards, strikers, and wingers, they're more like about that sprint speed.
Yeah.
Like they have to be able to get through balls and like react and on a dime just go from 0 to like top speed.
Those are going to be the ones that are running, like you said, 35 kilometers an hour.
Yeah,
Those
like
are
they're
the fastest
just
people.
full on sprinting. Yeah, whereas like your midfielders, you'll see when you watch a game, midfielders are kind of always jogging, some people call it.
I believe that is the correct
Yes,
pronunciation. Jogging.
And
Trying out this new thing, jogging.
then at any minute they might have to like go into a sprint to like make a play, right?
It's so funny if you think about it. The goalie is the biggest person, and then it just gradually gets smaller and
Yeah.
smaller. Like your striker is technically not really these days. Like they're kind of built different these days, but they used to be one of your smaller guys.
Sometimes like you get a good tall striker because they're good with headers,
Yeah.
right? I feel like midfielders also usually are pretty tall
Like
as
if
well.
you think about Messi, he's short as fuck. But then if you think about Ronaldo, or if you think about what's his name from Norway, he's a striker as well.
Hollander?
Yeah, he's a striker. Is
Oh
he
my
not?
god, that guy's
He's
like
huge.
Yeah, he's like 6'4", like 240 pounds.
Yeah.
He's jacked.
So the striker position has kind of
changed.
these days.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
moving on.
Yeah, so this is next up. We have kind of like what their weekly training might look like, like walking through a standard elite training block. So match day +1. So like they do like recovery, light movement, working in the pool. That's interesting. Massage, nutrition, low intensity. Then
Yeah,
they go
you gotta
through like
keep the muscles loose, right?
yeah. This
Massage.
is all leading up to a match. So this is like 6 days out. Then the next day they would do like low volume training, mobility, very light load, and it seems like it gets as you get closer to the match, it gets progressively harder. Then like 3 days out they have like a heavy gym day, squats, deadlifts, a lot of single leg work, which makes sense.
Unilateral
Yeah,
movements.
then like 2 or 3 days out, that's when they do like their sprint training, technical work, peak output day. So like 3 days from the match is like their hardest training day. Then they do like tactical and team training, set pieces. So then they start doing like I guess the specific drills. So they get like their like fitness stuff done in the early week leading up to the match, and then it seems like it tapers down and they do more like tactical, team, set pieces, and then the last day before the match is like mobility and priming the nervous system, and then finally it's match day. So in like if the match is a week out, they train every day leading up to it.
Yeah.
Even like the rest days is like they're still doing light movement, recovery.
Does it say what rest day's like, or like the day post match?
It doesn't say post match.
Post match probably rest day.
I feel like after,
massage,
they just like relax
chill,
for a day.
Maybe
Yeah.
sauna, cold plunge, that type of stuff. But you know what it sounds like? Based on like, let's say you have a match each week, which I don't think is the case. Like you'd probably have a few in a week, right? But like based on the frequency of one match a week, you'd essentially be training for like a peak week every single time.
Every week, yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you're prepping, everything you're doing is intentional to the match day.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much continuous. I guess when they have their off season is when they put in like work, when they're like building muscle and
maybe even focusing more on rest, right? Because you're go
yeah.
the entire season. But the thing about football is like there really isn't a break, because when the season's over, then you have like other tournaments and whatnot happening. I feel like it's one of the longer things that goes on.
It's ongoing, constantly. So the key to take away from that training thing is that these guys lift heavy. Like they lift heavy. Strength training is not optional. I guess for them it's also, you want to be strong, but it's more for like injury prevention.
Oh, dude, it's your body's armor. We've been over this before. Like if you don't strength train, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? Like you need to make sure that the muscle is always primed to be activated and to help you kind of remove that negative consequence. Like if you don't allow your whole body to be primed for that exertive effort you're about to put it through, then you have more chance for something to go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Why they look the way they look. That's an interesting one because a lot of people, I think, I've had experiences training clients like in the past, like men, when I asked like what their ideal physique is, and a lot of them.
Oh, I want to look like a soccer player.
Yeah, I want to look like Ronaldo.
I want to football player.
Exactly, right? Because they do have aesthetic physiques. They're obviously quite athletic.
Just pause. Where are they lacking the most? You got to be on point with this mind meld. 3, 2, what we say it at the same time.
Wait, like physique-wise?
Muscle-wise, which muscle group they lacking the most?
Done.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Chest. Boom.
I knew it was gonna be chest.
Fucking knew it, dude. It's always the chest is flat.
They're always
as fuck.
like flat. Yeah, exactly. I guess because maybe with the exception of maybe goalkeepers, because they're doing. I feel like they do some kind of pressing
Goalkeepers
movements.
are lanky though.
Yeah, their arms, bro. They're like.
They
you
look
have
like an
to be.
alien.
Yeah, you have to be. So soccer players are lean, but not necessarily aesthetic in like the traditional bodybuilding sense, because it's not like their muscles are all proportioned. Like they usually have obviously extremely powerful legs. Their backs are always like super lean. Their cores are shredded, but then like arms, chest, shoulders are like usually pretty lean, but not like bodybuilding lean.
I think that the most of the power
from
when
the
it
core,
comes from for a football player is from the core. That's why they have that like fucking defined rectus abdominis, but not just in the front.
Like everywhere.
You have it even in the back.
Yeah.
And then the second is the legs. You got big legs. You got a huge like middle trunk.
Yeah.
And then it kind of tapers off from the
Yeah,
rest
it's like
of
they're
it.
very like quads up, just like up to the chest.
I'd
It's
say
just all.
delts are pretty defined because they're so low body fat.
Low body
too,
fat,
so
yeah.
the shoulders look solid too. Same with the arms. Just no chest. They don't bench. There's no point to bench.
Yeah, it's like not for them. It makes no
There's
sense.
literally
right?
no use of the arms, right? So you don't need chest
Maybe to
muscles.
throw your hands up. Oh, that wasn't a good call. That's a
The only
shoulder
time
press.
you'll use the arms is when you throw the
ball.
from the sideline.
But then you would train that specifically with like a med ball.
and that's
slam or
more
something.
core than
exactly.
anything.
They changed the rules on that too now. Apparently, you can now it's like sorry, it's random sidebar, but before there's no time limit. Now it's you have 5 seconds. If the ball goes out of bounds, you have 5 seconds to throw it.
Yeah.
Because there used to be
freaking waste time
used to
and
be
let
no
your
time limit.
players run up the field and all that shit.
So it's saying they don't optimize for muscle size. This is cool. They're optimizing for power to weight ratios. So every unnecessary kilogram of body mass costs them sprint speed, and endurance.
Yeah. Loss of stamina for sure.
Yeah, their goal is maximum useful muscle with minimum excess weight. So they're like min-maxing their muscle mass to like performance ratio. It's like why add weight if it doesn't like serve the overall performance, or it makes your performance worse because you're heavier, right?
And they probably have crazy statistics in the sports lab about that, like they have a bunch of sports scientists.
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
for
Oh, yeah.
sure,
They're like optimized to the
Yeah.
highest degree possible.
So they're saying like, yo, you need to taper it back on, let's say, I don't even know how would they do it, intaking certain calories or just the type of rep ranges they'd work on. Maybe
Yeah.
they would do more volume-based training.
Yeah,
Actually,
it says
no.
It says here the
It would be
training.
explosive
No, it's
training.
explosive. Yeah, it says the training split is usually like strength work, sprint conditioning, aerobic volume, not bodybuilding.
Yeah, because volume would increase muscle size.
Yeah, I don't think they do like bodybuilding ranges like that 8 to 15. I think they do like 4 to 6, like hard,
big
heavy,
power.
explosive, like trap
Yeah.
bar deadlifts, big squats, like big deadlifts.
Like the trap bar deadlift where you jump.
At the top, exactly. This is cool. There's a point here on Haaland. We were just talking about him, the Norwegian guy. And he's an exception because he's 6'5", and he's built like a bodybuilder. He's built like a center back. He's unusually large for a striker.
Yeah.
But his strength gives him the ability to hold off defenders and get onto crosses with power just because he's so large. Like, no one's beating him to a header. Like, that guy's an absolute unit.
And he's got a good forehead for it, too.
But he does have a huge forehead. But he compensates with his size with exceptional sprint speed. And it's like his body works because his strength is like his weapon. Like, he's so large that, bro, if you got a 6'5", 240-pound Viking charging you as a center back,
As the
buddy,
striker.
you're getting bodied. Anyway, I'm gonna move on here. But here's some cool things. You can read this if you'd like. This is like how we can, as trainers, but also as people training, how you can kind of take some of the stuff that they do and apply it to your
how you can kind of steal some of these
Yeah.
tactics or
Yeah,
methodologies.
Yes, exactly.
And make it actionable for yourself. So we talked about a lot of sprinting work, right? So you could kind of incorporate sprinting intervals
Yeah.
into your routine. A lot of gym goers probably do steady state cardio. We see it all the time. It's like low intensity,
Yeah,
steady
the incline
state.
walk, whatever.
Yeah.
Which
Add-
again is great. Like we recommend it to all our clients all the time.
Well, most people's goal is to
Lean
get
out.
lean
Yeah.
and look lean and look good without a shirt on or with shorts on or whatever.
yeah, exactly.
But adding these sprint intervals kind of improves that aerobic capacity in your system.
This is if you want to get athletic.
Yeah, so things like your VO2 max will increase and improve, and we've talked about it in previous episodes. We should get more on it and link previous episodes that we
Yeah.
refer to.
And it's gonna be right up here.
Where we talk about VO2 max and how it improves your longevity.
Yeah, that was one of the
right?
earlier
So
episodes. Yeah.
That's something to always think about. Just the thing about doing it is it sucks, Sprint intervals.
It's hard,
You're
man.
jogging, and then you're sprinting for 30 seconds super hard, almost to your maximum capacity, like 85, 90% sprint.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're tapering it back down to like a 40% jog, right? So
Yeah.
you're never really stopping.
And I feel like to really increase your VO2 max, and I think that's why it's so hard for people to get into that like 50s, 60s, because you have to train like an athlete. You have to like push your cardio to like zone 4, zone 5, where like it's painful.
Yeah,
like your
sucks to
lungs
breathe.
hurt, but that's how you build the capacity. And I think for a lot of people, when they get to that point where it's like my lungs are hurting from the cardio, that's when they stop.
Yep.
Which is again, yeah, obviously like listen to your body, but that's kind of if you push that for 2 to 3 to 5 minutes where you're like in like pain in a way, that's how you're gonna build your aerobic capacity, right? Because it's just telling your body that you can intake more oxygen.
Just reminded me of the classic Muhammad Ali quote. He doesn't start counting until it hurts.
Was that him who said that?
Yeah. I don't stop counting till it hurts.
It's
So the guy does like 30 crunches.
It was the
and
crunches.
then counts.
Yeah, it was the crunches. I was gonna say
So
it's.
it's the same
I
idea.
remember a video of him saying that where he's like doing crunches and he's like, they're like, how many reps do you do or something? He's like, I don't count until it hurts. Then he starts counting. I'm like,
So it's the
that's
same
crazy.
idea. Like obviously it's
And I
very
mean-
uncomfortable.
Muhammad Ali, pretty average athlete, I would say.
Next one, single leg strength work. So, or if you want to kind of generalize it to like isolating the side or unilateral work. Soccer players do a lot of unilateral training, split
Yeah.
squats. Everyone hates split
I feel
squats. Bulgarians,
a lot of-
single leg RDLs, very functional to train each muscle group separately.
Individually, yeah. I think almost all sports do unilateral
You have
over
to.
bilateral work.
You have to.
I think almost all sports. I can't think of a sport where it would be more beneficial to do both versus one. Because almost every sport, like hockey, soccer, football, you're running, you're moving laterally. Everything's loaded to one side at all times.
Not just that, but it also helps you kind of move better physically, like as a human, because if you're just constantly working in that down and up
Yeah.
movement
yeah.
with both legs at the same time, it would kind of make you a bit more rigid, more stiff. That's why it's good to kind of keep the body guessing.
Yeah, and then you compensate, like when you do like a leg press or something, you can compensate one side more than the other without realizing it, right? Because
Yeah.
you don't have that sensibility.
Yeah. And another thing that most people, just like, average gym goers or people that regularly train and they stay active, they don't really think about periodization. So like to split your training up into different phases.
And progress.
Like you'll have a heavy week, a light week, a week where it's called a deload week, where you barely lift like challenging weight. It's more so kind of a rest week for you. You're still active, but you're not really pushing yourself to those upper limits.
Yeah.
Most gym goers would kind of, stay in the same
Rhythm.
forever
just do the
and
same
not think
thing
about
over and
these
over, yeah.
things. And then this kind of goes into like recovery as training. So elite players will also treat recovery as seriously as a training session.
Yes.
And this is, we can both attest to this, like no one takes care of their recovery.
Yeah, I think a lot of people put that on the back burner, which
I've-
is more important than the training itself.
Yeah, I've talked about like mobility, rehab, any type of, going back to sauna, cold plunges, massages. People don't take the time to actually keep themselves limber and ready to move. They only care about the actual moving portion, when you're probably doing yourself a disservice to not do the recovery, because you can still perform well, but you could perform better, and you can also feel better outside.
I think with
gym.
like a lot of people, it just comes down to like
time.
If time, it's like I'm already committing time to work out. I also now have to commit more time to stretch and do mobility and find
10,
time for a
15
massage.
minutes, dog.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Or incorporate it into your time already. Cut out a set or two and then just do some mobility.
Or just do it when you're watching TV. Freaking bring out the
foam roller
Theragun foam roller.
Yeah. It's true. It's not that hard. Like, we can do it. And I think also when people get into training, they become of the mind that if I miss a day of like lifting, my gains are gone, or like I didn't work out today, I'm fat.
And that's actually
detrimental.
Opposite.
Yeah.
Detrimental. You need the time.
You need to rest. Yeah, you don't grow. Your body doesn't grow when you're training. It grows outside the gym.
Well, if you're in a constant state of stress, there's going to be a breaking point.
Cortisol maxing.
A lot of people do that. What's that called? There's min-maxing, court maxing.
Court maxing, yeah.
Last one that the pros would focus on is power development. So we mentioned like explosiveness, jumps, medicine ball work, plyometric stuff. It's going to help you build that athleticism and help you, even towards your later years. That's something that I think I'm going to focus on a little more, like bring in more kettlebell work, dynamic work,
functional.
Even jumping stuff. Like I'm down. Try to just be Spider-Man.
Be more athletic.
Yeah.
You already got the size, buddy. You just gotta.
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty athletic already, but you can be even more athletic.
You can always be more.
Man. Oh, okay, perfect. We could do it's a little agree or disagree. Let's do that. Yeah.
Agree or agree.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that, and then let's do our World Cup predictions. Okay, so agree or disagree. We'll go quick here. Soccer players are the most well-rounded athletes on earth. I'm kind of leaning towards agree on that one.
We finally have a disagree.
Yeah, I think so.
Agree.
I think so. What do you think?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well-rounded?
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I don't know. It's hard for me.
There's a lot of sports out there.
They're up there. I don't know if they're the most well-rounded. Like, if you think about a rugby player will do the same thing, but I think they're a lot more stiff.
It's a tough one. Hockey players are also
there's a lot more room for them
say.
to be overweight because you're skating.
It's a
different way to manipulate your body weight, and it's a lot shorter shifts, right? You actually get to rest.
Yeah, with like 2-minute shifts usually.
I really want to lean towards the disagree on this one.
Do it for the fans.
The more I think about it, the more I want to kind of agree with you. I still... I don't know. There's
a few in here I think that we're going to agree or disagree. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's leave it at that just so we have one finally. We might disagree on this one too. Haaland is the most physically impressive player at this World Cup.
Who else would you think other than him?
Cristiano Ronaldo, bro.
Physically impressive?
Like physically impressive meaning...
Just looks-wise?
If we're talking just looks, I agree. He is an absolute monster.
No, I'm talking like overall. I thought you were talking just looks-wise. I mean the entire package. He's like 42.
Ronaldo?
Yeah. So
yeah, bro, his biological markers are that of like a 23-year-old.
28 or
yeah,
whatever.
I remember I was looking at stats. I think Haaland is like just on paper, just physically looking at him, he is the most physically impressive, I think. I would agree with that.
Who else would even be in that discussion other than those two?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's the
Spain.
only two. Yeah, they're all small and fast.
Isn't that physically impressive?
Yeah, I think it means more like physical. Like you look at him and you're like, oh
holy
my god.
Shit.
Yeah, that's Haaland for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Most gym goers would benefit in some way from training more like a football player, soccer player.
Football.
If you're not doing it already, I think so. Maybe if you're doing like no conditioning work whatsoever and you take some conditioning from what we talked about, I think it's probably beneficial.
Yes, but everything we just talked about is just like in theory, it would be good for you to incorporate it.
Yeah.
But
you're not going
if
to get
you
up
think
there and
about it,
train like a pro soccer player.
If you think about it in reality, most people are going to be like, okay, yeah, I can do more mobility, but do I really need to do the intervals, the sprints and whatnot? Probably not.
Yeah.
So, like, it's really if you just want to level up your game. If you want to keep doing what you're doing and maybe improve a little bit, then probably
This
not.
randomly made me think of, I don't know if you heard the story, there's a guy, I follow him on Instagram, he was like a 34-year-old dad with 5 kids, never played soccer.
5 kids?
Yeah, listen.
Oh, he made it pro, right?
Yeah, he made it pro. Never played soccer, just woke up one day and said, I want to be a professional soccer player, and he just started training, and he got signed, bro. And he's like an actual, like, he's on, I think he's in Major League Soccer, which is like American
MLS.
soccer. But still, like, bro,
impressive.
Like, 34 years old, no fitness background. Like, he's always been active, but
yeah.
not like that. He just said, I want to be a professional soccer player, and he got signed. It's crazy.
I'm going to be a professional cricket player.
And at 34,
Just
bro,
kidding.
like, that's like the end cycle of a soccer player.
Yeah, like you, have a few more years?
Maybe 36, like maybe. And it's like if goalies can go until the early 40s.
Yeah.
But like a player on the pitch, like the 2 oldest players, I mean,
Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah, Messi, Ronaldo, 38 and 42, I think. Like they're already, and they're like the best players in the world. That's why they're still playing, right?
I feel like another good topic would be the comparison of Messi's protocols versus Ronaldo's.
I would love to
feel like
do that.
Messi is a lot more chill.
Chill, yeah.
Like I
Messi's
feel like this guy's partying
I wake up
a little
every
bit.
day. I have a cerveza. It's very nice. Ronaldo's like, I wake up and I stare at the sun for 40 straight minutes.
I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I drink my hydrolyzed water.
I look at the sun for 37
I do not
minutes.
itchy for 1 hour half.
Yeah, that's a very good impression. Almost done here. Premier League fullback, so a defender in the Premier League, which is the English league, has better fitness than 99% of gym goers. Yeah, that's easy to agree. Probably.
I'm gonna agree on that.
Yeah, I think any position in any sport of that capacity, you're probably better than most people.
You could get into like specifics and say
maybe you're stronger.
that maybe the gym goer has a bigger bench.
Bench, yeah, exactly.
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe. That's the only thing I can see different.
This is a weird one.
I feel like the soccer players do have a decent bench, though.
They probably do.
Just not like, I don't know how many of them.
I think in relation to their like athleticism.
How many do you think can bench over 2 plates?
I think most of like the defenders probably can. I don't think that, like some of the smaller forwards probably not. Like what's that Spanish kid, Lamine Yamal? That guy's not benching.
Yamal
2
ain't
plates.
benching 2 plates. He ain't even benching 1.
That guy's got to do homework later. Last one here, and then we'll do our predictions. You could train like a World Cup player for 6 months and get your best results. Agree or disagree? I disagree with that because it's so specific on the person. Like I don't think you can just tell.
Best results how?
Like let's say physically.
Looks wise.
Looks wise, yeah. I mean, you'll definitely get leaner.
Yeah, you would definitely change physiologically. I don't know. I think you would make some big gains.
Yeah, if you just said today I'm gonna do that split I said earlier, where it's like the 6 days of conditioning and strength training and mobility. Yeah, if you do that for fucking 6 months, you're gonna look good. Like you're gonna get stronger.
Yeah, so I'm gonna agree on that.
Yeah.
I disagreed.
I'm still going to disagree because I think it's so dependent on the person. It says your best results. Everyone's results are so different. But if we're talking on like a very basic level, then yes, agree.
Okay.
All right. Last thing we're going to do for today's episode is do our predictions for the World Cup. Who do you have? Let's do a couple. Who do you have winning the World Cup? Who's your best?
Spain.
Spain. Yeah.
España.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was crazy.
We gotta clip that shit.
That was not planned at all. That was crazy.
I looked down at my
we both
logo
did it.
too.
I went like this, and I said España. We literally did the exact same thing. That's
Bro,
that's
same
a clippable.
time
That's
too.
a clippable moment. That was crazy. Ian, that one's for you.
Yo, shout out.
Shout out, Ian. That's so funny, dude. Okay, all right. And then a couple other ones. Do you think Canada's going to make it out of the group stage? They got Canada, Bosnia, Switzerland, and what's the other team?
I just looked at it on my bet slip.
Yeah,
no, Switzerland's not in it.
No, it's not.
Switzerland's in a different group.
It's
Stupid.
Is it Sweden? No.
No.
Canada.
You can't have that.
Group.
Each group only has 2 like heavy hitters.
It's Switzerland. Sorry. Canada, Qatar, Switzerland, Bosnia, and Herzegovina.
So Switzerland is in it.
Yeah, it is Switzerland. Yeah, Switzerland and
so-
Canada play on Wednesday.
Well, It's probably going to be Canada and Switzerland getting out of there.
Yeah,
right?
I think Canada will make it out. I think Switzerland will go
I'm gonna
first.
be
Second.
on their side and be like, you know what? Let's see them make it out of the first round.
Should we just rip through all these real quick and give our predictions? We'll be fast. Okay, that was Group 1. No, sorry, Group A, Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, Chechnya. Let's go first and second.
Mexico first.
Mexico first, I think South Korea second. It's going to be close, South Africa.
I think South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa's pretty good. Canada, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Qatar, and Switzerland. I think it's going to be Switzerland.
Actually Qatar.
Qatar. I think it's going to be Switzerland first, Canada second.
Okay.
Group C, we got Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland.
Brazil and Scotland.
Brazil, Scotland. I have Brazil and Morocco, I think. Morocco's surprisingly decent. Group D, USA, Paraguay, Australia, Turkey.
USA, Turkey.
You're USA, Turkey? Yeah. The Aussies? No? You don't think so?
Ooh, Australia is also a potential upset team as well.
Then we got Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast. And
Germany
Ecuador.
and Ivory Coast.
I'm going to go Germany and Ecuador. But Ivory Coast is it's going to be
sleeper
tight.
team.
It's going to be tight, yeah. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia.
I think Netherlands and Sweden, but I want to say Japan.
I would love Japan. Have you seen Japan's World Cup intro?
It's like an anime
It's an
intro.
anime. It's so
like,
good.
Imagine if they make it out of the first
I
round.
would love Japan or
Yeah.
South Korea to make it out of the rounds.
Yes.
I would love one of those
Just
teams to go
'cause we
through.
love them.
Yeah. Group G, we got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand.
Iran where?
Iran out of the World Cup. You know what I'm saying?
Belgium for sure.
Belgium, New Zealand, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird group. The other three are all like Egypt, Iran, New Zealand are all pretty low-ranking teams.
Iran.
So it could be
Iran, Matthew.
It's
Iran
Iran.
play football.
Group H, we got Spain, Cabo Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay.
Probably Spain and Uruguay.
Yeah. France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway.
France for sure.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
Norway.
France, Norway. I
Yeah.
even think Norway has the potential of winning that group.
Yeah.
Senegal's a good team, but Norway is really, really good, and France is France.
They pull down your underpants.
Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan. Argentina.
Michael Jordan?
I think I think Argentina and Austria.
That's a very sensible pick.
Portugal, the Republic of Congo.
That's wild.
Uzbekistan and Colombia.
Those two teams you just said, Uzbekistan,
Uzbekistan
and
and Congo.
What the fuck?
I think Portugal, Colombia, obviously.
You gotta go those two. Those other guys shouldn't even be in the World
And
Cup.
last but not least, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama.
England and Croatia.
England, Croatia, yeah. Interesting. So we got some pretty good picks. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna put those all through.
Let's put those all on a parlay.
11-leg parlay, and let's see what happens.
How many? It's two. How many groups are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 groups, bro.
Times 2, 24 picks. Put it in the bet slip right now.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a 12-leg parlay.
Isn't it a 24-leg
Oh,
parlay?
if we do,
We're doing A and B. Let's do it.
All
Okay,
right.
we're gonna do it right now.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.